Yo, what's up everybody? Jumping here, and I am back on some Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the best offensive armor in the game. Now I say best offensive because I see a lot of videos and they say how to get the best armor in the game. And there's a ton of them where they are different armors. It's like every armor in the game is the best armor in the game. I'm not going to say that. In my opinion though, this is the best offensive armor. It is lacking in defense, so this is kind of like a glass cannons setup that you can do. It's very good offensively, but you're going to be lacking in defense. And there are better options out there if you're looking for defense and offense, or if you are looking for just defense. So if you want that, go and get another armor. But if you just want pure offense, this is the armor you want to get for sure. Now this armor is called the Mentor's armor. It is a Raven's armor, so it's going to have less defense, but it also will have less weight, which is a good thing, because the less weight you have, the better you can manage your stamina, which is also very important. Now what this is lacking in defense, it makes up for in offense. Both of the perks are extremely good. You will increase your attack after critical hits, and then when you have the 5-piece bonus, you will get an additional attack speed when you get critical hits. So when you think about DPS, attack damage, attack speed, you want both of them. Now if you actually look more into this, you can get 5 stacks of this and you will have a 35-second duration, which is just great. Now this gets better as time goes on, because at first maybe you're not going to be getting as many crits as you would like, but the more and more you play and the higher power you get, you're going to get a lot more crit chance, and you're going to notice you're getting a lot more crits, and you're able to trigger this more often, and you're able to get more stacks of it. So this just gets really, really good the stronger you get, and you'll really notice the difference, especially if you are using faster swinging weapons, which is something I would recommend if you're going to use this armor. I like using dual axes because you can do some really fast attacks with these, but also daggers. They work extremely well with this armor because you're able to get a lot of attacks in really quickly, and if you're critting, you are going to be getting better attack speed and better damage. Now, if you are worried about going into higher power areas and you're worried about getting caught and having the enemies kill you, I did make a video about this really overpowered combo you can do to take out high power enemies. And I will put a link in the description if you want to check that out, because I'll go into more details in that video. But I will quickly tell you about it. What you need is you need one skill, which is called Advanced Assassination. This allows you to assassinate any enemy regardless of their power. You just have to do the little timing event, and if you nail it, you can just assassinate them, no problem. It's absolutely amazing, especially if you combine it with an ability, which is a ranged ability called Thorne of Slumber. This will allow you to put the enemies to sleep, and when they're sleeping, you can just walk up to them and assassinate them. So, no matter what their power is, if they are on you, chasing you, you can use this, put them to sleep, advance assassinate them, and that's it. Now, in my video, I show you how to get both levels of this, and you don't have to have like it fully upgraded, but if you do have it fully upgraded, it makes it a lot easier to use, because it gives it AoE, meaning that you can aim at the ground. If they have a shield, you can aim directly at their shield. If there's 2 enemies next to each other, you can aim at the 2 enemies, put them both to sleep. And this is even better because if you get your assassination, you get your adrenaline point back, so it's infinite. You can literally go into a really high power area and take out every enemy with this, and you can be at low power when you do it. So this is such a great combo, and if you are trying to go into higher power areas, definitely do this if you don't want to be murdered by the enemies. Now, by the way, I will be loading a previous save to show you me getting the armor, but if I remember right, I think I was at like 75 power, so I'm going to be really underpowered when I'm doing this, and that's good because if I do have to actually kill some enemies, I can go ahead and just use my little combo and show you how easy that can be. Now the first piece that we're going to get is going to be located at the bottom of the map. This is in Sussex, but what I like to do is I like to use the home settlement. That way you can see that, and if you go directly south, you will eventually get to the bottom of the map. and that's where this location is going to be. There's also a vantage point directly north, so if you just go from there, you should be able to find this no problem. If I zoom in, you can see the name of this location, and what we're looking for is we're looking for this drop point. This is what you need because we have to go underground to get the piece of armor. Now, there will be a guy at the very bottom. You should be able to assassinate him just by dropping on top of him, and I'm just going to fall and take some damage just to save some time. But what we're looking for here is this powder keg. It's right here, and directly in front of us, there is going to be a board that we can shoot. So let's do that, and now we can go ahead and pick this up, and we need to take it with us. There's also additional treasure in this area if you want to get it, but I'm just going to focus on how to get the armor. So there's going to be a breakable wall that's right here. If you have the exploding arrow, aka the incendiary powder keg, you can always just use that. That's a very useful thing. Oh man, there's a snake and I'm scared. I do not want to fight a snake when I'm underpowered. Trust me, I've done it before and it's not ended well for me. So let me just keep going this way. So pretty much just follow the path and eventually we will come across this. Let's shoot that open. And now we can just climb on up. And this will be our first piece of armor. And this is the gauntlets. Now the second one should be actually very easy to get because it's right on top of the second S. You can put a marker on that second S in Wessex. So if we zoom in, you'll see pretty much it's right here. This is in the town of Guildford. And if you want to know where the first one was here. So if we go west, we can find this location. And if I zoom out, I can show you the settlement as well if you're curious. Once again, it's south. And by the way, this is literally the exact same region as before. Now, to get this one, we have to reach the top of this tower over here. So that's what we're going to be doing. And you can see this from pretty far away. You're going to be able to see this church. And this is where we need to go. So let's go ahead and just climb up the ladder. And there is an easier way of getting up here, but I don't know where that's at. So we're just going to take the harder way. Just climb up to the top. And there's going to be something we need to shoot here. So we have to find that. It's going to be right here. We need to go ahead and shoot that. I was falling in slow-mo. But now we can go ahead and drop down and come inside. Got to go down the ladder here. So let's slide down if it will let me. It wouldn't let me there. And we can break some boxes here. Got to break this. It's going to drop us down. And we need to go through the door here. But it is barred. And same thing here. Break all the boxes. And now we can just go ahead and move this out of our way. And the chest should be inside of here. Over in the corner. So what piece is this going to be? This is going to be the robes. Now this piece is definitely one of the worst pieces to get because we have to kill an enemy here and the enemy is kind of annoying. But we're going to do our little combo with Thorne of Slumber and Advanced Assassination. But the final three pieces are going to be in areas where you might actually have to kill some enemies. So keep that in mind. Now this is in Nottinghamshire, which is a power 250 area. So this is going to be difficult. That's where the cheese will come in big time. Now, the easiest way to find this location is to go off of this raid point here. You should have this on your map, unless you've already done it. But it's directly south. It's on the river here. And here is the vantage point, which would be northeast of the vantage point. And if I zoom out, you can also see the settlement here. So you can see where you have to go from there. But like I said, the easiest way to find this is honestly just go off of the raid point. And it's directly south on the river. Now, there's going to be a lot of enemies here. And there's a bear chasing me as well. But there's a lot of enemies in here. But there's only the one that we have to worry about. So I'm going to try to just kill the one if possible. But you might honestly want to kill some of the other enemies. Now, the reason we have to kill this enemy is because it has a key. And we need the key to open the chest. So the moment you open this door, this enemy's going to try to run out. But if you're quick, you should be able to use your arrow, put this enemy to sleep. That's why having the second level of Thorne of Slumber is so good, because of the AoE. And we gotta loot the key. And now we can open up the chest. And this is going to be the Mentor's cloak. And now we gotta get out of here without dying. And we have to get to the next piece. Now we are still in Nottinghamshire, but this one, honestly, is a lot easier to get. All you gotta do is just run in, grab it, and run out. It's also actually really easy to find. Now the previous location was up here, so if you just go south along the river, you should be able to find this, but your best way of finding this, no problem, is just go to the town of Repton, and then it's going to be directly north. This is a 20 power area, plus you might have already done it with the story if you've been doing the story. So you should have this town, and just go north, and you will come to the Sherwood hideout, and that's where this is going to be. Let me zoom out so you can see the settlement as well, if you want to go off of that. But remember, this is 250 power, so it could be pretty tough. But I'm just going to try to run in there, grab it, run out. If you have to kill stuff, you can always kill stuff doing a little combo. But I don't think it's going to honestly matter. So let's go ahead and grab this. And this is going to be the mask. And now we just got to get out of here. Alrighty, now the final piece is going to be located in Winchester, which once again is a power 250 area. And this is going to be located in the Winchester Garrison, which is actually on the southwest side of the city. And there's going to be a lot of guards here. Now, if you're really sneaky, you should be able to do this without alerting the guards. I've already alerted all of them, so this is going to be tricky. But if you don't have Winchester as a city yet, I'm going to show you where your settlement is. It is pretty much around the bottom of the map, and it's going to be southwest of your settlement. So if you just keep going down here, eventually you will find Winchester. Alright, so once you're down here, you're looking for the room with the key in it. And there is a book of knowledge up there, and you have to get the key to get the book. Now, all you gotta do is where the chest is, there is a room, and you can see that it's barred. So if you just stand where the window is, go ahead and shoot that. Open up that, and now we just literally just walk in, open the door, open the chest, and there you go. We got the final piece, which is the boots. And if you want, you can go ahead and grab the key and maybe try to get the book of knowledge. But like I said, there's a lot of guards here because it is the garrison. Now let's actually go ahead and take a look at the armor, at least from when you get it, because it's going to come fairly upgraded, which is really nice, you know? It's going to save you a lot of resources and stuff, and I really love this armor. I think it's super good. It looks awesome as well. That's always a benefit, but I do like the fact that it comes, fairly already upgraded. But in my personal opinion, I definitely think that this is the best offensive armor in the game, especially the later you get into the game where you start to get a lot more critical hits. You start to really see your damage go up. I notice it in boss battles a lot, where my damage will go up by a ton, just because I am getting a lot of critical hits very quickly. I'm getting the 5 stacks, and it just starts to get outrageous. Alrighty guys, well that's going to pretty much do it for the video. I really hope that you have enjoyed it and that this has helped. If it has, will you please like the video for me? Be sure to subscribe for future videos, and I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day, and peace out.